What's going on, JD? Can you hear me? How you doing? Running a little behind, but we going to drop this, and then we're gonna start doing leg day, leg day, leg day. Oops, wait, that's private chat. I need the public chat. But how you doing, JD? You doing good? You like the thumbnail? Why is this not working? Chat. Let's see if I can find a better angle, because we're going to be here. Let's see here. That was the point. Bro. So I'm a little behind because there's some people working out, and I can't really live stream with people working out in here, so I had to wait a couple of moments for them to leave. Unfortunately, they didn't wipe down none of this shit, so I gotta wipe down everything, but that's okay. That's okay. I'd rather wipe it down anyways. Don't know where people have been, what they got. I was doing this right here, wiping the equipment down way before COVID. Nobody ever even noticed these wipes and gels until after the fact. I wipe everything I figure I'm going to touch. But yeah, leg day. Yeah, I'm feeling good. How about yourself, JD? How are you doing? Doing good? I think I put it. Okay. I'm doing real good. How about yourself? So funny, man. I'm contemplating if I'm gonna do a little I think I'm gonna do like a little 5-minute run before I do leg day. So we may go on an adventure running. Come on. Why are you not doing what I want you to? Go. Okay. Let's raise this up. It's fine. Just don't want that touching me. Come over here. Like I said, I'll come back to the phone. I'm just pretty much wiping everything down. Want to make sure it's nice and sanitized. Because again, you don't know what people have. So I like to just come around, hit the pads real good, and then start the workout. And we can start the boxing talk too. If anybody wants to jump on the paddle, the link is there. It's pretty much open discussion. Nothing really is on my mind to talk about. So we can talk about anything. Hell, I don't even care if it's not boxing. Sometimes I get tired of talking about boxing every time I get on. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I love boxing and all, but there's more to it than just boxing. All right, gotta walk off one more seat. After I wipe this off, we're pretty much good to go. We'll start the workout. Start responding to the chat that I can't see at the moment. I know people gonna be mad. I got a lot of Wilder fans subscribed to my channel. They'll be like, how could you do that to our king? How? How could you do that to Wilder's legs? What's going on, AJ? AJ, hop on the panel if you don't mind. I brought my speaker, so hopefully it'll be loud enough to hear. I told you somebody was gonna say King Wilder. I told you. How dare you? How dare you? The blasphemy. Yo, I just thought it was funny because I was doing legs. I like Wilder. I'm not gonna lie, but I thought it was a funny picture. So the only thing that I hate about this is it doesn't really give you a really stretch whenever you're coming close. So the leg press will get the so-so with the leg extension, leg curls, they're good. Okay, let's get. What's going on, AJ? How you like the thumbnail?
I like it, man. I'm digging it. I'm feeling it.
I can actually hear you, so that's good.
Awesome, awesome. Hey, first things first, I just wanted to make sure that we was cool. I mean, like based on the last live. Remember, I told you like I made that comment about your ethnic, the ethnicity. I meant no disrespect by that. So I apologize if you were offended. So I
Hold
just
on,
wanted to.
hold on. Say that again.
Like, I mean, remember on the last live I was on, I made that comment about about your ethnicity. I apologize about that. I didn't mean to offend you if you were offended.
Yo, so I can hear you. But you said, remember the last time I was on your live, and then you kind of like mumbled what you said.
I know, no, I was just saying, like, remember I commented it, like, I just made the comment about the ethnicity. Like I said, I thought you sounded, black, but you was white. I mean, I meant no disrespect by that, just so you know. I
Oh,
mean,
you talking about me?
yeah, about you, yeah. I meant
How
no,
I sound?
yeah.
No. I didn't take that as disrespect.
Okay,
So the panel got like filled with everybody. You know what I mean?
right, right.
I was gonna talk to you offline, but after I took it down, y'all was still chopping it up, and then it got super late. It was only supposed to be a test, and it turned
Yeah.
into a long ass stream.
No, I mean that's funny. That keeps on happening, don't it?
So it
And
was
you
cool.
only intend to stay on for like a few minutes, but
I'm
they turn
telling
into
you,
an hour, 2 hours, all that.
the
Yeah.
shit that I may say can and will be used against me.
Uh,
So that's all.
I got you. I got you.
That's why it needs to be on. See, this if anybody watching anybody on the playback and care about layback, this is what I'm talking about. There's no real stretch here.
Uh-huh.
So this is not the best of leg press machine,
Yeah.
but it's better than nothing. So you see the video I put out about Tyson Fury is trying to fight Ngannou in MMA gloves.
Um. No, I know how to catch that bit. I was napping, so I missed that one. But I saw the post. I didn't see it though yet. But I do. I've heard rumors about that he's So is that actually he actually going to do that or
Well, he wants to. That's if Daddy Dana White lets Francis Ngannou do it.
uh shit is wild, bro.
Yeah, like to me, that's the biggest knuckleball. My video basically was about this, and you tell me how you feel about it. Basically, what I was saying was
Uh-huh.
people have all this hate about Jake Paul fighting MMA fighters, and here you have an elite boxer wanting to fight an MMA fighter who's never been in the boxing ring.
So he wants to do all that, but he doesn't want to fight Dylan White. I get it.
What's that?
So he wants to do that, but he doesn't want to fight Dylan White.
Yeah,
So,
he wants his next fight to be against Francis Ngannou.
hey, that's fine, but fight Dylan White first. That's all I'm saying. So once you get that out the way.
He doesn't fight Dillian White at all. He wants to fight Francis Ngannou and go for undisputed.
Wow. Okay, so he wants to skip Dylan White now altogether. Then he changed his mind.
Yeah, but my point was this: how are people going to get mad at Jake Paul fighting an MMA fighter when Tyson Fury's doing the same thing and nobody's saying shit about it?
It's crazy. So of course his fans will give him a pass for that. That means no doubt. I mean, just keep the same energy for everybody. It's like, I mean, I know you got you're not hating on Jake, and I'm not either. But it's just that in my eyes, he hasn't officially transitioned into being a boxer until he beats one in the ring. That's all. And I know he was going to do that with Tommy Fury, and he pulled out, and that's not Jake's fault. But I mean, so that's why I was actually looking forward to that to see how he was going to do. Because like when he slept Tyrone for in a rematch, I was like, damn, wishing that was Tommy Fury right about now, you know?
Bro, I was on another panel late last night for just a few, and they was trying to say that was staged. That like Jake didn't really knock him out. It was all staged.
Yeah, I'd believe that. I'd believe that. That's come on, man.
You are not. There's no fucking way you gonna let somebody sleep you like you got slept.
No way, no way, man. That look legit. Is knockouts look? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we can do the whole stack. This ain't heavy at all. I can't even get up on this damn thing. Oh wait, we got somebody in the back. Let's see who's in the back. Who is it? JD Boxing. What's going on, JD?
Not much. How about you guys?
Not much at all.
Just chilling, man. What's going on with you, bro?
I'm just working a late shift tonight.
Heard that.
I usually don't join the panel.
Your first time, or you have you joined panels before?
Say
No,
that
I've
again?
been on panels before. I've been on panels before, but I don't usually join panels.
Got you. Oh, for sure, for sure. First time for everything, right? 2022, man. You got to start jumping on.
Yeah, I'll join on more. I'll join on more.
Nice. Oh, Lisa Bizel's in the building. What's up, Lisa? What's going on?
So just so y'all two know, y'all know I have difficulties hearing people. I got the speaker, it's still real low.
Got
Can
you.
hear y'all, but it's hard at times.
Okay.
But as soon as I'm done in here, I'll be in the car. When the Bluetooth takes over, I can hear it perfect. But until
Okay.
I get to the car, it's very hard. So if I miss some stuff that y'all say, I'm not ignoring it. It's just I can't really hear it.
Got you.
What's going on, Lisa Bell? The Queen of Boxing is in the building.
He's a Bizels.
So you said you're at work, JD?
Yeah, I'm at work, man. I'm at work.
All right, man. Just don't get in trouble being
It's kind
on
of
the
cold
show.
out here. No. I do. I'm inside of a. I'm where I'm at. I'm not around anybody, so
No. I
I'm
meant
pretty
what
much
state.
just monitoring the. Hmm?
I said I meant what state.
I couldn't hear you.
I said what state.
Oh, North Carolina.
Okay, yeah, it's colder.
North Carolina.
I'm over here in the A. So it's a lot colder in North Carolina than it is in Georgia.
Yeah.
So how you feel about Tyson Fury possibly fighting Brandon?
So it's only leg day for you?
Yeah, he might be having a hard time hearing us.
Yeah, I think so.
But he was just saying how you feel about Francis Ngannou fighting Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury fighting Francis Ngannou instead of Dylan White.
Oh, he was asking me.
Yeah, he's asking you that. Yeah.
Oh. Well, it is what it is. It looks like well, we already knew Tyson Fury was gonna vacate anyways. Well, it's looking like we already knew it was gonna look like he was looking like he was gonna duck because he was already sending mixed signals even before it got to this first bid. Once it kicks off, I think Sky and Matchroom are gonna it's gonna be between them who wins, and when it happens, I see Tyson Fury vacating, and he could fight Ngannou. I got no issues with it, but he can't fight Ngannou with no belt. And from what you've said, how the UFC actually has like a close reign on their fighters who are actually champions. Even if Tyson Fury wants that fight to happen, the only way it could happen is if Ngannou loses.
Yeah.
And against that I know who he's fighting, and he could lose, and I think he really can lose that fight. And I don't think if anybody who's a big fan of the UFC is watching, do not be surprised if it goes to those scorecards, if it goes to the judges, and I don't think it will, because I think it's going to end in a knockout. They'll be surprised if that Kane guy actually wins, if he gets the bigger favor.
That's the feeling I'm getting, for sure. I get those feelings sometimes about these MMA fights. Like, I mean, when Nunes lost, I just got the feeling that Dustin was going to lose too. And look what happened.
So this is what I would do. Have y'all ever seen the movie Blood and Bones?
Yes, I love that movie.
Okay.
With Michael Jai White. Yes, sir.
You know when Michael Jai White's supposed to fight the one guy, he just does this?
Uh-huh. Yep, he submitted himself.
That's what I would do if I was Francis Ngannou. I'd walk in the octagon if he could get the fight because he's going to make more money than he ever made before. And I would go, thumbs up, and walk right back out the octagon.
Will he really make more money with?
What I would do.
I think, yeah. I can see him making a lot more money with Tyson Fury, even if Tyson Fury doesn't have the belt, because I don't think Ngannou's made over $1 million.
Let me tell you how bad he was.
Or even close to it.
John Jones' highest paycheck is like $500,000.
How much?
500,000.
Oh, that's it? That's all he's made? Damn.
Now imagine.
Oh yeah, then Tyson Fury's a money fight for him.
Oh, no doubt about that. Yeah, he'll get paid fighting Tyson Fury.
How's my audio?
Good.
Okay.
Clear on my end, Lisa?
Huh?
You clear on my end, Lisa?
Yeah, I can hear you too. You good?
Okay, good. Because some places it's been. I got a new device. Some places it's bad. Yeah. So what? So what's the story? He's not gonna fight. I'm confused.
Well, right now, Tyson Fury just put out a tweet on his Twitter saying, "How would y'all like to see me fight Francis Ngannou in a boxing ring with MMA gloves?"
Yeah, I've been hearing Ngannou calling him and Wilder out. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Oh well.
What can we do? We figured. I mean, he's really adverse to fighting Dylan White, I guess. It appears.
Hey.
Everybody is. Everybody gets close to Diddy when it gets closer and closer to a Dillian White fight.
Yeah.
Here's what I don't understand. It's like a lot of people are probably picking Fury over White, like hands down. So I just don't understand why he just doesn't fight the man.
Just
mind
game.
It's something about Dylan White that people just don't like. I guess, man.
People don't like him. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what they see in Fury. It's so special. Yeah. It's a good fighter. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah.
It's not about all of that. It's just about doing what's right.
About being fair.
Yeah. That's all. I'm not saying.
See, that's all I'm about. It's like, it's just, you just got to be fair in the situation. You know what I mean? Because he's been waiting a long time for his title shot. He's paid sanctioned fees. He's won eliminators. He's been #1 contender, and he's done everything. Interim chase. He's done everything he has to do to get a title shot with the WBC, but he can't get it.
Right. People still making fun of him for getting knocked out by Povetkin.
Despite the fact he avenged that loss. But everybody seems to forget about that. They have memory loss. You know what I mean?
You know what their talking point is? Oh, well, Povetkin had COVID and
Yep, that's the main reason. He had COVID, yada, this and that. Who cares? He still avenged the loss regardless. Did he not avenge it? Yes? No?
Yeah.
Well, people don't really care for AJ when AJ won against the Ruiz in the rematch. They just point out how AJ got beat up in the first fight.
That's it. Yeah, they forget. Yeah, despite the fact that AJ schooled him in the rematch and when he ran it back and won. So yeah, he was 300 pounds. He didn't
like
AJ ran all this kind of stuff.
They don't like the heavyweights over there with Eddie Hearns. That's what it looked like. I don't know. Could be wrong.
And if people say Povetkin was old when he knocked that Dillian, that's a bunch of hogwash. Was like Foreman too old when he knocked out Moore? I rest my case. Thank you. And I can
Glad
name
was
several more
old
examples.
when he got schooled by Fury,
Thank you.
but he
Yeah.
fought him. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, he wasn't old, but he wasn't. He was
But he was pushing
past
40
his
himself.
prime, I believe. Yeah, he was past his prime, definitely.
Yeah.
Talking about Klitschko?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna
People forget.
be honest with you. Whenever I saw Klitschko, now I've never rewatched it. I'd have to rewatch it first, but I saw it live. And when I saw Klitschko fight Brian Jennings, I thought Jennings beat him. I thought he outplayed him, even though Jennings lost. I saw the slip in Klitschko against Jennings.
Mm-hmm.
And then
The slip
very
is
next
good.
fight, Fury fights him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he couldn't do because Klitschko had a long reign, but he was bigger, than most of his opponents, and
If Fury
he
had a
was
size advantage, and he was just, he was very, very elusive, and just very, he more or less just outboxed him, more or less, and he just Klitschko was very timid, and he really didn't know what to do, And Tyson Fury just befuddled him more or less.
yeah, and Klitschko is
Yeah, that
known
was
to hold and
Holding and leaning, all this kind of stuff, and then, so
like the way Klitschko fought Povetkin, that was hard.
that was disgusting. That was disgusting. That performance was atrocious. I hated that performance.
Yeah, me
I was
too.
honestly pissed at Klitschko after that. To be honest, I was really angry with how he fought that when it's like how the ref didn't do shit about it. I mean, come on now, you know what I mean?
He was trying not to get knocked out because Povetkin will knock you out.
Oh no, he will. Yeah. But still, I mean, but Klitschko was good enough to beat Povetkin without doing all that stuff anyway.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
You saw what Povetkin did to David Price. David Price hit him so hard he knocked him across the room.
Jesus. I mean, like he was already out then. Povetkin just finished him
Yeah,
off.
but
He
when he hit
fucked
him,
up
I
David
was
Price.
like, whoa.
But Price had moments in that fight, believe it or not. He rocked Povetkin and hurt him early on as well.
Yeah, he knocked him across the ring. He hit him so hard.
Yeah. Because Price could always
Price
punch.
always
He
had
could
power. He
punch.
just never had a chin.
Exactly. I just said that. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
he got the power, but he just don't have the chin. Yeah.
Well, didn't Povetkin out there breaking AJ?
Huh?
What's up, Tony?
Povetkin out there breaking AJ?
What do you say?
I can't hear me either.
Different.
Yeah, I can't hear Tony either.
Oh, can you hear me
Yeah,
better
the
now?
acoustics, you got a big room there, Tony.
You gonna say it again?
Can y'all hear me here, or is it better here?
Next to the speaker, I think.
Can you hear me better now?
The next to
A
the
little-
speaker.
A little bit.
Hear you a
The
little bit.
room
You're
is
still
so
low.
big.
Try
room
next
is
to the
so
speaker.
big.
Right next to the speaker.
Let me see if the speaker's picking me up. Can you hear me
Yeah,
better
I
now?
hear
Oh yeah, there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's much better.
The microphone coming through the speaker. Okay, got this now. So what I was saying was, didn't Povetkin also break AJ's nose?
I don't think so.
Break his nose? Yeah,
He made it- he
He
busted
did. He
his-
did in that fight.
he
did.
busted
Yeah,
the
busted
nose.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
But he didn't break
might
it.
have broke, yeah, no, he did say I don't know if he broke the whole nose, we might have fractured it, yeah.
But
Because if he
bloodied it, though.
broke the
He bloodied
whole
it, though.
nose, it would have been really bloody. So you know who else did that to AJ? The big tall guy, what's his name? Brazil, he did it too. Hit him in the nose, Could have been like a fracture, but if it was a whole break, you would have seen a lot of blood. So it could have been like a fracture, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
My thing is this. When you talk about versus Povetkin, people act as if Povetkin was whooping White's ass the whole fight. The fact is, White was dominating him, knocked him down twice, tried to round to get stopped himself. He just got caught. That shit happened.
Yeah. They look like they never saw boxing before. The boxing fans are there, they hold you to a few things, but it's like it's crazy. They don't look at
Think about George Foreman versus Michael Moore. Michael Moore was whooping his ass, then he got caught. That was it.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
People just like twisting stories to fit their narrative.
Yeah.
So if you already dislike Dillian White, of course you're gonna point out all the instances where it would be convenient for you to point out. Like how when Dillian White pulled out to not fight Pulev, and he did pull out to not fight Pulev, but he fought Joseph Parker, which was a better fight. That was a better fight.
Yep, it was. I mean, like that was just, he was going to get more money, and it was a sellout at the O2 Arena.
Why didn't he fight Pulev? Was that supposed to be a title eliminator or something?
It was, yeah. The IBF ordered that, but instead he fought Joseph Parker in a sellout at the O2, which was a better option. Who, so I didn't see any issue with that.
Because I know
Parker at that time was a much more dangerous fight.
He didn't do it either. Yeah.
I mean, he was coming off the loss to AJ, but still at the same time, it was still a risky fight, though.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And plus, in that performance, he did a lot better. He dropped Parker for the first time, and just wanted to clear UD. AJ didn't do all that in their fight. So Dillian White, he got kicked down himself, but still, he still dropped Parker and gave a good performance.
Yeah. But the thing about the Parker fight is that people try to they only talk about the last 4 rounds. They don't talk about the first 8.
No. Forget about the fact he dropped Parker first and all that. So Dillian gassed and got tired at the latter end. So, but still,
he dropped him twice.
Yeah, the first knockdown was that legit or no?
So check this out. People argue that it was a headbutt, right? I had an argument going for days with somebody. I can't remember who a while back. And there's another angle to where you can see White slip the uppercut through and hits Parker, then he falls.
Gotcha.
I would argue that it was an uppercut that dropped him the first time and not a headbutt.
Mm-hmm.
But regardless, he dropped him after that again. First person to ever drop Parker. It's just,
I know that's what I was saying. Yeah.
I was just gonna say, I feel like there's certain fighters that people like because if Dillian White goes on to beat Tyson Fury, right? Then all the Wilder fans have to account for that. Like, oh shit, the guy that beat Wilder twice, now Dillian White knocks him out, and what are they gonna say then? Whenever Wilder went fight him for who knows how many days. You see what I'm saying? Like, they want these fighters to do bad. They want AJ to do bad so it makes Wilder look better. That's all it is. I don't even know if y'all heard me because I can't hear y'all.
The hate for no, I heard you. The hate for AJ and Dillian White is just ridiculous to me. These guys keep testing themselves over and over again. Like just before this whole purse bid situation, Dillian White was going to fight Otto Wallin, regardless of what you make of the injury, but that was still another test, and he was willing to take it.
Yeah, I was eager to see it. I mean, I'm not really slightly from pulling out. It is what it is. I mean, like I would have liked to have seen the fight. I mean, because I just wanted to see how he would do with a comparison to Fury. I had him knocking Wallin out or winning the fight. I had him winning. I mean, or knocking Wallin out, but I just shame we couldn't see it. But it is what it is. I mean, but before that, I'm not really tripping because like the situation. This been ongoing for years. You know what I mean? Ongoing.
I mean, I don't blame Dillian.
Yeah, and I agree with you, AJ. I agree with you because I thought Dillian White would have actually got to I think he would have got to Otto Wallin a little bit early. Like I think he would have intimidated him early. The later rounds would have been an issue, but I think he would have got him out in 8. I feel like he would have gotten him out in 8 because I wasn't impressed with the Brazil performance from Otto Wallin.
Yeah, right. I mean, because I think him dealing with Dillian's pressure would have been very, very difficult. Like Dillian would have got to him eventually.
Well, I think people try to use that again. Like, you would be foolish to fight out of Wallin when you fight champion. But like, why would you give a chance?
Hey Tony, you kind of broke up a bit again, a little bit. You hear us?
Fuck it, y'all talk. I'll talk to y'all in a minute.
So anyway, I guess I'll start the next subject. I'll ask Tony about it in a minute, but JD Lisa Wood, I put out a tweet earlier this morning that seems to be getting a lot of attention, and the tweet. I mean, I'm sure you guys know about this whole Josh Warrington, Kiko Martinez situation, right?
Uh-huh.
Have you heard? I mean, like how we just got another title shot all of a sudden. Now, like,
Yes, I don't like it.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I said so. I'm not okay. So here's my tweet. I put out a tweet. Right. It said so. Let me get this straight. Warrington vacates his belt to not fight as mandatory. Then gets beat up and knocked out. Then he gets a controversial technical draw in a rematch. Now he gets a title shot against the guy who beat the man he vacated to vacate his belt to not fight with the F. And it got a lot of likes, but also got a lot of criticisms as well. And everybody's telling me that Josh is a ticket seller. Okay. Yeah, I know that. That's the thing. He may sell tickets, but at the same time, does he deserve the title shot?
No, he does not. There was other guys there.
Thank you.
I mean, like,
first off, he's got unfinished business with Lara. He needs to run that back with that man for another time and beat that dude fair and square. Because I'm wondering now if he could actually legitimately beat this guy. If Lara's got his number, you know what I'm saying?
Well, nah, I don't think he can beat Lara. I don't. I really don't. I didn't think I think he was stumbling across the knockout. I think he was stumbling across getting knocked out in that second fight if it hadn't been for that technical draw. And the other thing is, even look, yeah, he did do the headbutt. He did do the headbutt.
I think he did.
The other thing I wanted to say was that
yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
What were you saying, AJ?
Oh, no, you were saying, my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead. You were saying? Continue.
Oh, no, you can go ahead. I think I got lag on my end, so I couldn't hear you.
Okay. No, but you were saying that he, that Warrington initiated the hit, but I agree with that because in the second round, Lara was starting to close on. He was starting to really get to him and take it to him again. In the, in the second round of the rematch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't see that fight. I need to watch it. That's the one that Shakur wanted to fight, right?
Yeah. Warrington, yeah. Shakur, they were calling each other out. Yeah. I think in 2019, then 2020. Then, and now I think about Shakur he would have beat Warrington, man. He'd have beat Warrington, I believe. Yeah.
Even though Warrington is more of a aggressive, but I don't know.
I think as far as the Shakur versus Warrington fight, when it was going to happen, I was already under the impression that Shakur would have actually Shakur would have beat him. I honestly already thought that. The other thing is that even just like Jerry Forrest just drew with Michael Hunter. And Michael Hunter beat Jerry Forrest easily years ago.
Bro,
I have a feeling that Warrington is going to experience a loss from Kiko. I think that's very realistic.
Bro,
just because he had to win in the past doesn't mean he can win now.
Yep. I mean, who thought that he was going to beat Kid Galahad and knock him out?
You know what? I told Lady Shannon. Listen, I did some film study on him, right? Because I'm in the prediction league, Champ Ross's, and I said, you know what? When I did the film study, right? Yeah, I knew he had some losses and he was a vet. But what I did notice was that overhand of his, and I said that Kid Galahad, he was doing good in the fight, when he was winning.
But in the fight for the first 5 rounds, he was. Yeah.
Yeah, but what I was saying was that he needs to worry about that overhand, and that's what knocked his behind out.
Yep. Exactly.
Because he's a master at it. He's good at it, at that overhand.
Did anybody see Josh Warrington look shell shocked still? I don't think he's over that trauma of being knocked out and being that hurt. So when he gets touched by Kiko, I feel like he's gonna go back into that shell shock state.
Yeah, I agree. There's probably some residual psychological damage there. I'd say that because yeah, I mean, like I was saying in the rematch with Lara, he was you know, I could sense that I could probably tell that someone was slightly off. I mean, even though he won, even though it went 2 rounds, like in the second round, Lara was starting to, get to him and close and break and just, just close, just really take it to him again and I, like start to hurt him. Then the headbutt happened, and then that's how we know, and that was the end of that. That's why I'm just saying it's like that's just wild, man. This guy is getting another shot, and I know he sells tickets. I mean, everybody keeps telling me that, and then the response to my tweet is kind of funny. I mean, I knew that. Plus, I knew that already, which is hilarious. I mean, but yeah, he's a ticket seller. But at the same time, it's like, I mean, he don't deserve the shot. I'm sorry, I got nothing against Josh or what he's doing. Got nothing against Kigo. I mean, but it's just it was fair is fair. That's all I'm about.
Yeah. And that was one night I was you, Tony's reviews. I was you. I called it. I might have had Kid Galahad winning. I predicted it, but I should have predicted. I can't remember what my prediction was. But
Well,
all I kept
Kid Galahad to beat Kigo, or
I can't remember my prediction now. But all I remember was doing a film study, and I kept seeing this guy when he was younger throwing that overhand like how Maidana does, but it was more vicious.
Yeah.
I was like, woo. And he still got that overhand. Yep. Man, did you see Shakur was saying, didn't he say he would like to fight Fulton? But isn't Fulton smaller?
Yeah, Fulton's like he's at 122 pounds.
No. The issue from what I've heard, because I don't think Shakur would be calling out anybody lower than him, other than Navarrete. I don't think he would be calling anybody out. I think it's Stephan who might have been calling out. From what I heard, it was Stephan calling him out. But Shakur's been calling out because I've been seeing it on YouTube because I don't use Twitter anymore. Yeah, Shakur's been talking about what's his name? Little B-Hop, Colbert.
Yeah.
And Colbert looked at Colbert's hiding behind the promotion.
Yeah, I don't think Colbert wants that fight. He don't want it. Even though it's a fight, and I'd love to see it. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
That'd be a lot of smack talk because Chris Colbert talk a lot of smack. Yeah, that would be a good fight though.
I mean, they're already lining him up to win the WBA belt anyway, so he's probably going to be the WBA champion.
Against who?
No. I'm gonna be honest with you. I do not see Colbert beating Gutierrez. Gutierrez is improved. He's improved. Did y'all see the Rene Alvarado fight?
No, I haven't catch that one. No.
Yeah.
So watch him. Oh, you have Lisa?
Okay.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, that was a good fight. Yeah.
Rene Alvarado has a lot of volume and hits hard. And so I just see that Gutierrez's boxing skills have improved from the first fight to the second fight. And in the second fight, he had a lot more control with the range. And he hits hard. He hits really hard. And I don't think I don't know about Colbert's chin. Gutierrez has a suspect chin, but I don't hold it against it because he was fighting Alvarado, and Alvarado can punch. But Colbert can lose that fight.
We shall see if it goes the distance. I already know who they're going to give it to.
Wait a minute. Lady Chantress drops. Oh no, it's just a question mark. Tyson Fury to fight Francis Ngannou.
Instead of doing all y'all got to do, your notification.
Yeah.
Everybody's already on top of it.
Wow.
No, but JD, I mean, if that fight happens, him and Colbert and Gutierrez, if it goes the distance, I think they're going to give it to Colbert if it goes the distance.
Yeah, I expect him to give it to Colbert. I was actually surprised that Golden Boy did not bid high for that fight because Roger Gutierrez is actually a Golden Boy fighter. I was very surprised that they let that happen.
Yeah, man. They're not exactly known for bidding other people for purse bids, though, are they?
Right. Now, what's the story with Isaac Cruz and Ryan Garcia. What's that
Oh
story?
God, Jesus, man. Okay, apparently, Oscar. What I know, Oscar sent them an offer, and Tom and Sean Gibbons, his manager, I guess they turned it down. I guess they said the offer wasn't to like. They didn't like the offer. I don't think that's pretty much with the gist of it. And so now they're going back and forth. You know, like saying like, oh, who? Because I think the PBC is Isaac's a PBC fighter. I guess I didn't know that really. I mean, even though he fights on PBC, I didn't know he was signed to them. But apparently they want to fight on paper. They want to fight on pay-per-view.
Paper.
I don't. Yeah. Apparently that was like what the rumblings was going on. Like according to the information, the tweets I read, they may want to fight on pay-per-view. And I don't agree with that. I don't know why. That's what I'm saying. It's like I don't know why that should be on pay-per-view. Can't you send Isaac to the zone? I mean, it's not like he made life-changing money in his fight with Gervonta Davis. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, how much could he possibly want? How much do they both want?
Wow.
So now it looks like the fight's not going to happen. Yay. I was surprised, really. So
That's sad.
disappointing. I mean, after how Isaac called him out and everything like that. You know what I'm saying?
They don't want to do nobody.
It's kind of, for me, it's kind of surprising, and at the same time it's not, because if you think about it, what means more to the PBC? No, more specifically, what means more to TNT, LMB, and Floyd? Does it mean more for them to let Isaac Cruz do about what he wants to do with his career, or to keep him on a leash and protect Tank's image?
Oh yeah, no, they can't have. Oh yeah, JD, I know they can't have that. They can't have Isaac going out and getting knocked out by Ryan, because then it makes Tank look bad, and it puts them in a bad light.
Yeah. This is sad, man.
It really is. I mean, yeah, man, it's just a shame.
You know what they could do for Ryan? They could still turn around and try to make that JoJo fight for Ryan.
I was saying that myself. Yeah, they could give him JoJo. Now that fight does make sense. He's coming off a loss, and Ryan is coming off a long layoff. So fine, if you don't want to have him fight Isaac, put him in there with JoJo next. The fight was going to happen anyway before Ryan got injured.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd be cool with that next if they did that. So I wanted to see Isaac more, but hey, I settled for JoJo too. So
it kind of be like, it would be kind of it would, the JoJo fight would be nice, but it would be kind of like it's still under the same premise of what the Isaac Cruz fight. Even if you do beat Isaac Cruz, it's still kind of look funny because you're chasing at the people who are actually, whether it's JoJo or Isaac Cruz, you're still chasing at the people who've already just recently lost. And it's not like those fights weren't competitive; they were, but it still kind of leaves the taste in the mouth, like, I'm still not bigging you up for it. No, I would big up Ryan if he were to fight William Zepeda, though.
Boy. Yeah, I heard that dude's good. He's a tough ask. I don't see that happening.
Yeah, a lot of volume.
Yeah, I don't see that happening.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
I mean, they're real picky and choosy with Ryan about who he fights. I mean, I just want to see, like, you know, those JoJo and Isaac as a litmus test. Like, could he do, you know, could he do better than Tank and Devin did? That's all. So, I mean, but yeah, the probably average casual won't maybe see it that way. Who knows? So, yeah, you know.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see who they actually pick out for Ryan.
Yeah,
I'm actually going to be really curious.
Yeah, me too. I mean, who else is there on Golden Boy for him to fight who's a lightweight?
Yeah, he could fight. He could fight the other guys in the top 10 outside of Loma and Comey, and he could fight. I keep forgetting their names. He could fight this guy for France, but he's been inactive for a long minute.
Oh, no, you talk about Yvonne Mendy?
Yeah, he could fight Yvonne Mendy. Yvonne Mendy, or he could fight my guy from Ghana. I think he's from Ghana, from just like Comey is.
I know who you took. Who's that guy? What's his name? I think I know who you mean.
Yeah, him. He could fight him because he hasn't. He was active last year, I think. I can't remember his name though.
Let me see let me look him up. Hold on. Let me see if I can find him.
Last exercise.
It's killing me. Oh, yeah, I need to know who that is. Let's see. Lightweight. Let's see here. Come. Oh no, I can't find the guy. He's got to be here somewhere. He's not even in the top 15. Oh wait, you talk about it? You talk about Emmanuel to go?
Yes, the manual to go. That's his
there
name.
he is.
That's his
Yep, I found
name.
him. Yep. Okay. Yep. That's him. Yeah. Okay, I found him.
Yeah.
There he is.
That would be a good fight for Ryan, but I don't know if they'll take it. I have a feeling that Ryan's first fight coming back will be at a catch weight, and he might fight somebody moving up from 130.
Yeah. They'll give me a tune up next. They'll give him a gimme. That's what I think.
I'm gonna be silent real quick because I'm actually about to go on. I'm about to walk around the site.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah.
Tonight, you want to try the other sticks, or you want to do it tomorrow or something?
Tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Part-time
I don't know,
boxer,
man.
Troublemaker. Shout out Troublemaker. Part-time boxers, full-time Twitter warriors.
Boxing meshed
Oh, hey,
with
Lady Chan.
MMA.
Lady Chan in the chat. I didn't see him. I didn't see what's up.
Hey, Lady Chan.
Is she in
Yeah, I
the chat?
just
Didn't
watched
see her.
the video. I was watching it, girl. It's a mess. It's a mess. I don't see her.
I know. Just around 5 to 5:38 mark, she showed up in the chat.
Oh, okay, I see her.
Yeah, I wasn't looking at the comments before I just glanced at them.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Yeah, I just watched her video. I was like, wow.
It's like, oh god, this is why I want Dylan White to win a damn fight,
Yeah.
just so he can stick it to Tyson Fury and especially the WBC. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I know he will fight, you know.
Oh, he's gonna show up. I mean, 'cause I don't know if you caught Coach Malachi's show. I think he did, where he was the topic of discussion was Dylan White's brother Dean, talking about like how Tyson Fury was ducking. Like he said Dylan White is training right now.
Yeah.
He said he don't know much about this business, but he's training. So shit, he getting ready. He confident that he gonna get the fight eventually.
Right. See, all this drama. This is always something when this man have a fight. This is why I'm saying, yeah, Ali could get away with that. Very few people.
Very few.
Go
Very few.
Yeah. Ali was a master at that.
Mm-hmm.
The mind games and all that, but everybody always gave Ali a pass because he, back then, it was like really funny,
Yeah, plus
and
Ali
stuff.
he had pretty much had all the relevant fights there is to have as well.
Yeah, but he fought everybody. That's the thing.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, the relevant fights. He cleaned out like the weight class 2 times in the 60s and the 70s.
Yeah, he fought some real killers. Ron Lau. Who did else Ali fight?
Sonny
Ken
Liston.
Norton.
Sonny Liston.
Some
In the 60s.
some killers.
Yeah.
Ken Norton. Floyd Patterson.
Joe Frazier, George Foreman, Ernie Shaver, like the list goes on and on, man. He fought every relevant heavyweight there is to fight, he fought.
Yeah, Larry Holmes.
Yep, him too.
He
Even though he should have been in the ring. Yeah.
He fought who was the guy he fought? The Boston Bleeder. No, the Bayonne Bleeder.
Oh, Chuck Whitman.
Chuck Wetner, yeah.
Yep.
Those was all good fights, yeah.
Yep.
What
So
was
like
the
when
other
a
guy's
guy
name?
does all that, it's like I'm not really complaining about who they fight late in their career or if they continue fighting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at the same time, Fury hasn't done that. He hasn't cleaned out his weight class yet.
No.
He ain't done. All
He
he's fought
fought
like
who was that guy from Great Britain that he fought? He was a good heavyweight too. He fought a lot of people. I can't even
you
begin.
talking about Henry Cooper?
Yes, Henry Cooper.
Yep, got dropped by him in that fight.
Yeah. Man, he fought so many people. I can't even begin to. George Foreman.
List goes on. It goes on.
And it goes on and it goes on and it goes on. He fought what's the guy's name from Jamaica? I think that was his last fight.
Trevor Berbick, yeah.
Trevor Berbick.
Yep.
Trevor Berbick was something else, boy.
Shame he'd have watched Berbick, man. That's prime. That's a shame.
Yeah. Trevor Berbick was something when he fought didn't he fight Larry Holmes? Him and Larry Holmes did each other.
He did, yeah. I remember
I remember
that.
Paul and kicked him. Yeah. He had a tragic life though.
Yeah, talk about Trevor Berbick.
Yeah, how he died. It's really
I heard he was
sad.
killed by like a nephew or something, and like some land deal or something like that.
Yeah, it was really sad. It's really sad.
Lisa, what's your take on? I mean, Lisa, what's your take on that whole thing? Like my tweet that I put out, you agree with the whole Warrington situation that he shouldn't be getting that shot against Kiko?
I agree.
Yeah. I mean, and everybody's saying like, oh, he sells tape.
He didn't fight. He turned down the fight with Galahad, right?
But yeah, he vacated his belt to not fight him.
Right. So why would he get a chance to fight?
Now I understand. I understand Kiko chose him and he sells tickets, but at the same time, that still doesn't mean he deserves the shot, though.
Right. Yeah.
And that's just what I was trying to illustrate with that tweet. It's like, is that fair? You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, okay, he sells tickets, but it's like, I mean, I would be forgiven if, I would be forgiven if pretty much like, let's just say Josh beat Kiko, right, and got the belt back. All right, fight Lara next in a voluntary and finally close the chapter to that door. But I don't think he's going to do that.
Probably not. Yeah.
So Lara's going to be left hanging out in the cold. You know what I mean? So like, what is he supposed to do next?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
By the way, about that, I think I'm getting an echo off you. I think I'm echoing off you when I talk.
He beat Carl Frampton.
Yeah. I think I'm echoing when I talk. I think your device might be kind of messing up.
Say that again.
I think I'm echoing off you when I talk. Like whenever time I talk, I'm kind of leaving an echo.
Okay, let me see something.
Okay, I'm just letting you know. What's up, Tony? You there yet? Or
okay, I can hear y'all perfect. I'm in the car now.
Awesome. That's what's up. But Tony, what's your take on that whole situation? I mean, because I put out a tweet earlier.
What situation? I couldn't hear anything y'all were talking about. What's the situation?
Okay, so like the whole situation with Josh fighting Kiko in a rematch for the title. Because like I put out a tweet on Twitter this morning, and it seems to have gotten a lot of attention. So like, here's what I said. You ready?
Go ahead.
Okay, I said, all right, so let me get this straight. Warrington vacates his belt to not fight as mandatory, then gets beat up and knocked out. Then he gets a technical controversial draw. Now he gets a title shot against the guy who beat the man he vacated his belt to not fight. With the F. And I was just saying, like, and I just based it on the basis of, like, it's not fair. You know what I mean? And I'm getting everybody saying, oh, Josh is a ticket seller. That's why he got – yeah, I know that. But at the same time, does that still make it fair?
But you got to look at it like this. Like you said, it would be a rematch with Kiko, right?
Mm-hmm.
He beat him, and then you got to look at his win over Kid Galahad. So,
yeah,
I mean, I can understand your argument.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I can see why he would be fighting Kiko because of his resume and who he's fought and who Kiko just beat and who he beat. So, I mean, it makes sense, but, I mean, I can also understand your argument of where he doesn't deserve it.
Got you. Okay. And I know we said, I mean, like, everybody's saying, like, oh, because he sells tickets, that's why he's getting fight. Yeah, maybe so. That's great. You know what I'm saying? I know what you. I mean, I personally, like, I think that him fighting Warrington and Leeds is a mistake because the judges aren't going to be kind to him at all. Especially if he goes the distance. I mean, why can't he have the fight in Spain as a homecoming fight? Because I don't know if this is going to be his last fight. Because he said Kiko said he's probably not going to stick around for much longer. So.
Hey, if I was Kiko, I would do exactly what Cambosa said. You coming to my hometown?
Thank you. I mean, he could have had it in Spain. Why are you going to Leeds? So why are you going to
Yeah.
his backyard for the fight?
Nah, I absolutely would not do that. Absolutely would not. Would not. You gonna fight me in Spain? And
Or we don't fight at all. Period.
well, yeah, we don't fight at all. And you know,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna knock you out like I just knocked out Kid Galahad.
Y'all hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you, Lisa. Hey, Lady Chan, my newest video, not this live, but my video I put up before this live, I shouted you out at the start of it.
My sister. Yeah, man.
In the building.
In the building. Yup. I saw
But that's a, no, I'm saying, but that's a recipe for disaster. Kiko fighting Josh and Leeds. Like, dude, seriously, like, do you not know about hometown cooking?
uh-huh. This is crazy.
And I like to see him retire off a win. If I'm being honest, I don't want to see him retire off an L where he loses his belts.
Yeah, but you know, he's probably looking at it like, I need to get one more big payday.
I know, yeah, that's probably what it is. I mean, yeah, so.
Mm-hmm. What's going on with these middleweights? I hope they do something.
Oh, they're not going to fight each other. You got Triple G, Murata. Are they still fighting?
Yeah, apparently it's scheduled for March, April, something like that. That's the last I heard about it.
Oh, wow.
But
He's been out for a long time, Triple G.
Yeah, how many times has that date changed?
Once already. I think we'll do it just once due to the Omicron, whatever is going on out there. So
Yeah.
I could have sworn I thought initially they were supposed to fight before the end of last year, and then it got moved to the end of last year, and now it's been moved again.
I think it was in talks. I think it was in talks. I might be wrong, but I thought it was the match was in talks, and it wasn't confirmed yet. But then it was confirmed to take place in Japan, like on New Year's Eve or whatever it was, around that time. I think that's when it first got scheduled. But then they canceled and rescheduled it due to the Omicron thing. I'm not sure if it was supposed to take place before that. I mean, I probably got to do some digging, but but if you say it was, then I believe you.
No, I could be wrong. It might have just been I read an article that they were in talks. I mean, you could
Right.
be 100% correct, but I just remember talks of this was like the mid to end of beginning of last year that they've been talking about this damn fight, and here we are. Like, when's it gonna happen? Is it gonna happen? But you know what? I want to see Charlo and Andrade fight.
Tony, I'm in a complete agreement, man. They need them two should have been fought by now. Now, Andrade is the one who wants to fight. Charlo doesn't. That's the problem.
Yeah.
And Charlo's people don't want it either. So yeah, because Eddie said he's open to sending Demetrius to Fox or Showtime for it. He said, yo, I'll send him to y'all. But Tom Brown shot that idea down in one of his articles I read last year. He came up with saying like how he just came up with some BS reason about why the fight shouldn't happen, more or less. So they shot that down. So it's like, they don't want it.
Well, for better or for worse, Eddie believes in his champions, and he will send them into the furnace, just like he's trying to do with Devin. He's trying to send them to Australia. But it looks like that Lomachenko is going to get that fight, which I don't even want to see it. I don't want to see it.
I agree with you, Tony. Like, I don't think Devin and George are going to fight at all.
If I was Eddie, I'm not. Hey, the heck with y'all. Y'all don't want to fight us? We're going to do what we got to do. Stop mentioning them. They don't want to talk about you, or they don't want to do what's best for boxing, then hell with them. Act like they don't exist.
Yep.
That's what I would do. Who?
Well, to me, it just seems like there's always some type of bullshit with the WBC and Matchroom. It's always something.
Oh, so I would act like they don't exist. I would erase them. They don't exist. You don't acknowledge me, or you don't want to acknowledge what's best for boxing, then you don't exist to me.
What's the lesson about AJ has? Is it IBO?
Was that Tony?
I said, what's the lesser belt AJ has? Is it the IBO?
Yeah, the IBO belt. Yeah, that's it.
So this is what I would do if I was Eddie. If if AJ can beat Usyk, right, and AJ wins undisputed, or let's say Dillian White beats Tyson Fury and they have undisputed, right? What I would do if I was Eddie Hearn at the heavyweight division, because everybody watches heavyweights, all the casuals come off the heavyweight. I would get whoever wins that fight, whether it be AJ or Dillian White, to take that WBC belt, throw it in the fucking trash can, and say the IBO belt is the real belt. The WBC is no longer legitimate, and we will never fight for them again. We're undisputed.
Oh, I bet you Mauricio would love that shit.
The message, yeah.
That's what I would do. That's what I would do personally. I would toss that thing, just like if I was Devin Haney and I got undisputed. First thing I would do is toss the WBC belt, the franchise and the normal. I'd get rid of it.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
If you notice, everybody that got that belt, it seems to that particular belt seems to supersede the other belts. It's like, even though the WBA is older, it's like to have the WBC is like, they seem like it's like the la creme de la creme of the belts.
Yeah, I don't know how that is either. I mean, it's like, yeah,
Yeah,
even
but
though the
I look at
WBC
them
came
all
after
as
them.
equal, you know. I look at the WBA and WBC, they're the oldest ones, you know, but yeah, it's crazy. Really crazy.
Yeah, I thought that same thing too. So I don't know why people prioritize the WBC over the WB. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. It's strange.
There's Muhammad Ali, the pictures
Yeah,
on
yeah,
it.
Right.
Could
Yeah,
be.
yeah. True. I mean, but he held the WBA title too as well.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
you know, both. He held both.
Yeah. Now they got Floyd's face on it now.
Yeah.
Yup. I don't know who else face is on it. I know the father's face is on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Real crazy. What's going on in boxing? So what else is going on in boxing?
Hey, Lady Chan, I'll check my email when I get in the house. I'm in the car right now, coming back from the gym.
Mm-hmm.
The Zone has announced their upcoming schedule. It looks pretty good, actually. A lot of good fights.
Oh, okay. Well, who?
Throughout February to March. Hold on, let me see. Get a look
Yeah,
here.
liven up, guys. She told us to liven up. Yeah. Yeah. Well, we ain't got no. What's to talk about? We need
Okay, so
some.
we got
Going on, Candace? How are you doing?
Yo.
What's going on, Candace?
Look,
Moody.
Candace. Okay, so we got
Yeah.
kick things off. We got on February 5th. We got Jesse Vargas versus Liam Smith with the co-main of Sorung Desai and Quadras. Then on February 12th,
Oh,
we got
that's gonna be good. Yeah.
then we got February 12th, Danny Jacobs versus John Ryder. Then after that, we got Jaime Munguia versus Dimitri with the Ballard guy. I'm not excited about that fight. I'll just move on.
I'm
Then
not
on February
excited about
27th.
Danny Jacobs and that guy either, John Ryder.
Yeah.
Talk about Fury fighting Ngannou. Hey, you know it's BS, sis. You know, straight bullshit. You know that's straight.
Yeah, man, that ain't nothing.
Come on, man. So he really is fighting him, or is it just talk? Or because I saw you had a question mark. Man, I'm not really. I can't with Fury and his shenanigans
Anymore. I can't. I'm fed up.
Yeah, I don't know. What was AJ talking about? What?
I was about to say, Lady Chan, he want to do drinks with him. They taking shots now.
Come on, AJ, get real. You got to go in there. You want to be superstar, you got to go in there.
Listen, Lisa. Floyd Mayweather Jr. is going to get AJ fucked up. That's what's going to happen. He needs to get the fuck away from Floyd. Get the fuck away from him.
He need a heavyweight trainer. There are specific trainers for heavyweights. Heavyweights are trained different than the other. They really are.
He needs Tony Sims.
Yeah, the guy he had before. Yeah.
No, Tyson Fury is not going to fight White. I don't believe he is. See, I think Dillian White should just go ahead, call his bluff, accept the 2080, and then see what Fury does next. That's what I think he needs to do.
Yeah, something there. Yeah. I always thought he would have, yeah, just, yeah, they have heavyweight trainers, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
hey, Lady Chan, I was saying earlier, I don't know if you heard me, but I put up a Fury versus Ngannou thing, and I called you out at the start of the video. So I don't know if you heard me call your name, but I was on that quick on that Twitter tweet.
And what really saddens me is the community is co-signing this sucker shit.
No. The Church of Wilder is co-signing it because they are terrified that if Dillian White knocks out Tyson Fury, it's going to make the man look bad.
No, I'm not talking about the Wild. I'm talking about just the Tyson Fury fanboys, like, like getting involved in the money and getting involved in all of this. He doesn't deserve it. Come on. When did we do that? When we were growing up watching boxing, we didn't do all of that. Such and such deserve, or how they getting the fans? This is the bad thing. None of that stuff we shouldn't even be privy to that. I don't go up to your job, Tony, and saying, "Oh, Tony only deserves," can't be doing that. You know what I'm saying?
I don't be pocket watching like that either, man.
It's crazy, man.
Wow.
And people co-signing this stuff. We know Fury's the bigger draw. We get that. He has the biggest doors, whatever, sales.
Yeah, but what I don't understand, Lisa, is this. What I don't understand is how they can argue that Tyson Fury's a bigger sell when he lost money in the last two fights. Like, yeah, they paid him more money than what Dillian White gets paid, but he lost the company's money.
Right. But see, this is what they do. They spin these tales. They try to say, oh well, they'll try to minimize the UK sales and talk about the US and yada yada yada. And I'm not used to that. I'm just not used to that. All I know is such and such sold this amount of pay-per-views or yada 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 yada. Or if they, that's public information, their purses, of course, but I've never been one to really discuss purses or what they should get, fanagers, all of that stuff. I'm not into all of that. Like, it's crazy, man. It's not even fun no more. We're not even getting fights no more. And I think the people in the business like this because it prolongs fights. And then, not the Jalen White, but it's like the fans, they're listening to this. They like, oh, like a Bud and Earl situation,
Man, all I know is Eddie Hearn missed the mark with Dillian White. He should have had every fight in America. He should have been fighting in America from day one. I really feel like if all his interviews, all his press conferences would have been here, aired on ESPN, all the shit that he talks, he would have been a huge star in America. To me, Dillian White is big in the UK, but he's built for America. Whereas AJ, I feel like would do better in the UK. By far, I think Dillian White's market should have been here.
And you know what? It seemed like to me AJ would have done better here because he got the marketability, the looks, and the. But to me,
check this out, Lisa. So, who's some of the biggest names in boxing ever?
Mike Tyson.
Okay, shit talker. Shit talker number one. Mike Tyson. Go next.
Mm-hmm.
Who's another real big name like Mike Tyson?
Foreman was a big name, but he wasn't a shit talker.
Who?
George Foreman was a big name, but he wasn't a shit talker. Because there's always been room for Holyfield wasn't a shit talker, but he was a big star.
Foreman kind of was a shit talker in his youth.
Yeah, but he was still. Yeah, I get what you're saying, but he really wasn't like.
Yo,
He
Tony,
wasn't like
Lisa,
Ali.
I'm gonna jump off now. I just want to thank y'all for having me on, or thank you, Tony, for having me on.
All right, AJ. See you later.
Hey,
Have a good night.
All right.
AJ, if you hold on, AJ, don't leave. I'm gonna close out the stream here,
Okay.
and I'm gonna go inside check my email. But just stay in the background, AJ.
Okay.
All right, y'all. Y'all have a good night. We're gonna end the stream here. Today was Leg Day and Boxing
Nice.
Talk with Deontay
Yeah.
Waters Leg sponsoring it. Y'all have a good night.
All right, you have
Yeah,
a good
thanks,
night.
Tony,
Thanks for having me.
All right, JD,
And
Lisa,
All
JD,
right.
y'all take care.
I appreciate y'all getting on.
Y'all
All
stay
right.
safe. Thank you, Tony, for let me be on.
Yeah. All right, JD. See you later.
See you, Lisa. See you. See you, AJ.